and a very good morning. You're watching Times Now. I'm Pratibha. First up, let's get you breaking news coming in as the Supreme Court takes up the hearing on FIFA ban on the All India Football Federation. The centre has said that talks are on with FIFA to revoke the suspension. Remember, the Supreme Court has now taken up the issue and the arguments are currently going on. Legal editor Harish is joining us live with more details. Harish, take us through the arguments that the centre has put forth. They've informed the Supreme Court that talks are on with FIFA to revoke this suspension.
Yes, that's right. The Supreme Court was hearing a matter pertaining to the suspension of AIFF by the FIFA for undue interference by a third party. So when the matter came up for hearing, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta had appeared for centre, said that centre is in constant touch with the FIFA authorities. Yesterday also there were two meetings and very significantly informed the court that there is some breaking of ice with the FIFA regarding lifting of suspension. But at this juncture, and the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta sought an adjournment of the case, given the fact that talks are on. So the Supreme Court adjourned the matter till next Monday and said that is waiting for the outcome of the talks between centre and the FIFA. Supreme Court Justice Chandrachud emphasized that the centre must take proactive steps to ensure that FIFA suspension of All India Football Federation is lifted and the proposed under 17 women's football should go on as per schedule in October. And saying this, the Supreme Court has adjourned the hearing further till next Monday to give centre more time to hold talks with FIFA. Remember, FIFA suspended the All India Football Federation with immediate effect yesterday, citing undue influence from third parties, which is said is a violation of the FIFA statute. This meant that India will not be able to host the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, which was scheduled to be held in October 2022. Remember, in a press statement, FIFA said that the suspension will be revoked once the order appointing the Committee of Administrators to assume the powers of the AIFF, the Executive Committee, is repealed. So, the biggest takeaway is that the centre, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, appearing for the centre, has said that the talks have begun in right earnest. Yesterday, also 2 rounds of talks were there, and there is some breaking of ice.
Okay, all right. Aishwarya is also joining us live with more details on this. Aishwarya, all eyes are going to be on the Supreme Court as the Supreme Court takes that very, very crucial decision. The Supreme Court for now has said that the centre must take proactive role to get the suspension lifted. The centre on its part has also said that talks are still on, but it's going on. The Supreme Court is now going to take up the hearing again tomorrow.
Well, that's right. And Rahul Mehra also clearly stated that the country's prestige is foremost. Remember, it is the first time when India is going to hold any FIFA tournament, and it is Under-17 World Cup this time, which is scheduled to be hosted by India in October 2022. And therefore, the reason perhaps when FIFA clearly issued a statement, they clearly stated that they were in talks with the Ministry of Youth Affairs and of Sports in India. And therefore, the reason perhaps yesterday as well, we saw that there were 2 rounds of meeting that happened with the Sports Ministry and FIFA, and that was going in right direction. The sources within the Sports Ministry has clearly stated that they have assured FIFA that the Committee of Administrators, which are currently handling the affairs of the All India Football Federation, will be set aside and a new body will be formed very soon. And therefore, the reason there is some light in the tunnel as the talks between FIFA and Sports Ministry is going into right direction, to which the Supreme Court today very categorically stated that the country should host the tournament of FIFA Under-17 World Cup in India, and therefore the reason perhaps more time has been given to the Sports Ministry. On the other side, what sort of process is currently going on, and what Committee of Administrators of the Football Federation of India has decided to impose the dates on when the election will happen and whether Praful Patel will be left aside, because there have been allegations that it was Praful Patel who has also voted against the country in the recently held elections of the FIFA Governing Council. Praful Patel, remember, is the only member representing India, but the FIFA issued a statement that it was unanimous decision of the Governing Council body that India should be banned and suspended, and therefore the reason perhaps the hosting of the World Cup has been taken away by the FIFA. But in the Supreme Court today, as Harish was pointing out, it was very categorically said by the Solicitor General, who was representing the case for the centre, saying that talks on with FIFA to revoke the suspension. Yesterday, two rounds of meetings were held by the Sports Ministry and FIFA, and also there is some breaking in the ice. Centre must take proactive role to get suspension lifted, and under 17 football tournament should go on. That's what the Solicitor General has stated, and more time has been given to the Sports Ministry to resolve this issue as far as the suspension is concerned. Yes, the sources within the AIFF and the Sports Ministry has been saying that they are going on a right direction, and the body will be in place so that there could be suspension which can be revoked, and India can host its first ever FIFA tournament.
Okay, all right. In fact, Times Now also tracked down Praful Patel. Remember, it was in May that the Supreme Court also ousted Praful Patel as the head. We reached his residence, spoke to the guard on duty there. Listen in.
ऑफिस तो पूरी स्टाफ की वगैरह सर का जिससे बात हुई।
तो सर साफ तो है नहीं सर, बगैर साफ के जैसे जब तक उसके अंदर एंट्री अलाउ नहीं है।
हाँ नहीं, वो तो आप बताइए। साफ मतलब दिल्ली में नहीं है,
दिल्ली में नहीं है।
तो कोई जिनसे बात हो सके, जिनसे पता करना हो कि कब आएंगे सर, एक्चुअली मिलना था उनसे।
सर मैं तो जानकारी नहीं दे सकता सर।
अच्छा
सर, मेरी ड्यूटी अलग है सर।
नहीं, वो मैं समझ सकता हूँ, इसीलिए पूछा हूँ। अगर कोई ऑफिस में हो, लैंडलाइन नंबर हो या कोई नंबर हो मोबाइल, तो हम
बारे में हमें जानकारी नहीं रहती सर।
कोई अंदर मतलब जो अंदर कोई स्टाफ मेंबर हो जो बता सके,
तभी हम एक्टिव रहते हैं सर। मतलब हमारा सिस्टम है जो इससे पहले हम कोई चीज़ आपको बताएं सर।
अच्छा, इतना तो है ना कि है नहीं दिल्ली में।
हाँ सर, यहाँ पर आउट ऑफ स्टेशन है।
ठीक।